Hello and welcome to the Mario Party game reviews. All 9/10 of them. You see why the /10 is it. Folks, Mario Party 1. Now this introduced all the games, mini games, and how Mario Party was going to be set up. It was pretty good, it was pretty decent. Well, actually at the time it was pretty fun. Yeah, so Mario Party, the first one, I give like an 8 out of 10. Because, well, you see. Now, Mario Party 2, which on the record is on the Wii Virtual Console, so if you have a Nintendo Wii, if you don't have this game, what is wrong with you? But anyway. So this game, it had, some similarities of this one, of Mario Party. But except instead of like one person losing and everybody else getting the coins, it was like survival to the fittest, and they'd have like 1 versus 3, you know, all that cool jazz and all that. It's all the same people, some repeating minigames. 45% of them were new, and it had a good variety of stages. Moving on, Mario Party 3 was where it happened. Because Mario Party 3 not only had awesome stages, but had new characters, Daisy and Waluigi, and it also had better voices. Like, they didn't have that old generic voices. So pretty neat, and also there's new items. And I forgot to talk about them. Like, it has the magic lamp and skeleton key, still, mushrooms, everything. But this one has more, like, has a reverse mushroom. And it also has this alpha magic lamp that, like when this genie, like when she pops up, she moves the star. So if like one of your friends, like you're playing against, and you have that lamp and the person's like right in front of the store, you could just like screw them with that magic lamp. But it's awesome. Okay, Mario Party 4. Now this is when Mario Party games started getting into geeky. Now this one, I'm not gonna say was that strong of Mario Party game from the originals, but since it was the first one on the GameCube, sort of like a prototype, I'll give this one like a 7.5 out of 10. Not the best, but hey, what expect. Mario Party 5 started to make me mad, because they got rid of Donkey Kong as a playable character. Why? See, now Donkey Kong is sort of like Toad, and Toad is still like Donkey Kong in the game, so they replaced Donkey Kong with Toad. Stupid mistake, Nintendo, stupid mistake. So now Donkey Kong in every game after this, he's just giving me helping you out. It sucks. As long as it just sucks. Mario Party 6. Get on there. Mario Party 6. Picked up this speed because Mario Party 5 and 4 was sort of lacking minigames. This one got everyone back up to hype, and it also came with a microphone. I do have it. I have no clue where it is. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, so it's not gonna be in this video. I was about to find it, but but other than that, it won't be in here. Sorry about that. But the microphone, you could tell people, like there are some minigames like you could like say shoot, fire, or something like that, and on the game it'll have it shooting or fire. It's just a pretty neat feature. It only works like with some minigames and like on a single player, but still pretty great feature. Okay, Mario Party 7. Mario Party 7 was the last one on the game. And boy, did it take its lead, because it was on the ship. The game, the minigames were all awesome. The scenery was wonderful, and you had more characters to choose from. Plus, this could actually get up to 8 people at one time. Like you have 2 different options to play the game. you could play it like 1 is like with you against 3 other people. Another is it's gonna be like 1 like, but each of you has a partner, and then that comes into these special mini games after every 4, 5, 6 mini games, like jump rope, hand the right combination buttons, stopping at the right time, and those games were just fun. You could not play them on like 1 against 3 or 1 against 4. It was only if you had all 8 people. So that's pretty neat. But this is also on the downside. When the stores started to get like sort of like mixed up, like they were in like a hat, you had to get a music net and all that stuff. And, Mario Party 8, I have no downsides to this one, besides how they sort of did change up the formula a little bit, but I did say that in Mario Party 7 like how they made like a music net and like how get different ways to get stars and all that jazz. Yeah. So, but my only complaint about this one, besides that part, and like, because getting stars I actually think is pretty unique in this one more than it was in 7. Because sometimes you have to pay houses, sometimes you have to get to the end of the beach, and if you hit a question mark, they shoot you back to the very beginning, and sometimes you have to go to the correct bill, sometimes, which is like the normal pay 20 coins, get stars. Sometimes you have to get to the end and you still have to pay 20 coins, and sometimes you just have to stomp on different people and get stars from them. But anyway, enough of that. Now Mario Party 8, the downside that I had from this was, 1 was online. Wait, no, take that back. Because online actually wasn't a very strong feature for the Wii at this time. The only one now that I can think of is the constant use of the Wii remote being like shake, shake, shake for every single minigame. Now there was some unique, like when you had point and jaw, most of them were just shaking. Wait, no, actually I'm wrong about that, sorry. Only some of them were shaking. Most of them like you were just doing a diagonal, you had to use the air, so actually this was a pretty good variety. Okay, so what I was gonna say is there are 2 stupid bars on the left and right of the screen, which makes the gameplay smaller. Except like when you're on the home page, and there is a glitch that you could get this off by changing the Wii screen to I forget what it is, wide vertical screen. I have no clue. But if you don't change it back after a half hour, I got this online. Then black marks will be on your TV permanently. So I'm not taking that chance. I just take it how Nintendo made it, and that's that. Okay, Mario Party 9. Now this game I hated. It's not that the minigames are good. Not that the minigames are bad. The minigames are awesome, but it takes forever to play half of them. Because, 1, as you can see in the picture, you're all in the same code. At least Mario Party 8 stuck to the formula. Like you're one person, you keep going, blah blah blah. But this one, you're all in 1. If you don't get the star, if you're not driving, you don't get the star, you're not getting it. And I think it only goes up to 6. The mini games are fun, but the board games are just so boring in this one. And it takes forever to finish. I even mad. Ugh. And also, again with my ranting, I wish this game could have been online, because this is when it just came out this year. So that's like when the online was like hot, up. But no, why didn't they make this online? The mini games were so much fun. But it's Nintendo. What are you gonna do now? For the /10 part of it, and then Mario Party DS, and yeah, it is Mario Party. I'm sorry about that. It's just I got used the game like when I first got it. Anyway, this game so much fun. It doesn't have any online, but it's forgivable. It's forgivable because this was like one of the first release days on the Nintendo DS. Plus, you can all persevere if like three of your friends who have a DS. And I'm using the 3DS as an example. So if you had friends, they could all connect onto one cartridge. You know, like if you want to have other people, you have their own just like so they can get the points or fun. But that's what the beauty of this one, like of Mario Kart DS, Pokemon DS. You all had that Pokemon. I don't know all the Pokemon games, but like what I'm trying to say is you all had to have the same cartridge to play the full amount of game. Here, you only need one, which I love about that. This is like, nope, no stopping you here, nope. And there's even like a little story mode. There was a one in 8, I forgot to tell you about that, in 7 and 6 and all that. But this one sticks out because Bowser makes you all mini and you could get these courses and you have to fight bosses, which is pretty unique. And yeah, those are my Mario Party game reviews. For the ones that you should get, I would go for the first 3 definitely. If you have a Nintendo 64, if you only have the Wii, get the second one, and when the Wii U comes out, I'm sure they have 1 and 3 on there also. Mario Party 6 and 7. Mario Party 8 if you really just like the Wii. And Mario Party DS. I can't say the rest for 9, 4, and 5. Sorry, 9, 4, and 5. Now thank you for watching. And please subscribe. I'm sorry about things for watching because the still got cut out this video in it. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And tell me which Mario Party game you like the most. I love them there. So thank you and goodbye.